Imagine a world where you can control a computer with your thoughts, or where someone with paralysis can walk again through the power of technology. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's becoming a reality thanks to advancements in neurotechnology and brain-computer interfaces. Today, we're going to learn about neurotechnology and brain-computer connections, which are really cutting-edge fields. These are really cool tools that let our brains talk to computers directly. Think about being able to use your mind to direct a computer or a robot arm. That sounds great, right? We'll talk about how these technologies work in this movie, from how they pick up brain signals to how they turn those signals into actions. We will look at some real-life cases of how brain-computer interfaces are already helping people, mainly in the medical field. We'll also talk about the exciting things that could happen in the future, like how this technology could change the way people communicate, have fun, and even go about their daily lives. There you have it. You now know what neurotechnology and brain-computer connections are, how they work, and why they are so important. Keep an eye out, and let's begin. What is neurotechnology? In the beginning, let us talk about what neurotechnology is. Neurotechnology is just a word for tools and gadgets that work with the nervous system. It's like a link between our minds and technology. Great things can be done with these tools. Doctors can use them to find and treat brain and nerve diseases, like Parkinson's disease and epilepsy. They may also help your brain work better by improving remembering or focusing. The coolest thing about them is that they let our brains talk to machines outside of our bodies. Neurotechnology has the power to let you handle a computer or a robot arm with your mind. Understanding brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. Let us now talk about BCIs, which stand for brain-computer connections. There is a direct link between your brain and a computer with these devices. They turn brain signals into instructions, which is how they work. In other words, you can tell things what to do just by thinking about it. A person who is paralyzed could use a BCI to go from one wheelchair to another, or type on a computer screen without touching anything. Putting your thinking in charge of the world around you is the same thing. How BCIs work now. How do BCIs really work? First, monitors are put on the head or, in some cases, inside the brain. When your brain works, these sensors pick up the electrical messages it sends. After these signals are sent, the computer processes them and turns them into orders that the device can understand. The monitors can pick up the exact pattern of brain activity when you think about moving your arm, for instance. This pattern is read by the computer, which then sends a signal to a robotic arm that makes it move the way you wanted it to. Like having a guide who turns what you think into what you do. A lot of high tech is used in this process, but at its core, it's just about connecting our minds to the things we use every day. Applications in healthcare. Healthcare is one of the most interesting places where BCIs are making a difference. Imagine that you couldn't move your arms or legs, but you could still use your mind to drive a wheelchair. That's what BCIs can do for people who have lost limbs or are paralyzed. They can handle wheelchairs or prosthetic limbs, which gives people more freedom and makes their life better. BCIs can also help people who have had a stroke or ALS. If someone can't talk, they can use a BCI to type words or handle a speech device, which makes it easier for them to talk to their family and caretakers. These apps don't just make everyday life better, they also give people freedom and connection that they may have thought they'd lost forever. Enhancing communication. BCIs are also giving us new ways to talk to each other. Imagine being able to think and type an email, send a text, or even control your phone. For people who can't talk or use their hands, like those with serious disabilities, this could change their lives. They could connect with the world in a different way if they had BCIs. Imagine how freeing it would be to be able to tell a computer what you're thinking without having to move. It's a lot like being able to talk to computers with your mind. This technology could change the way we use our gadgets and make communication easier and more seamless for everyone. Advancements in entertainment. But it's not all about healthcare. BCIs are also making their way into the world of entertainment. Gamers, for instance, might soon be able to control games with their minds. Imagine playing a video game where you move your character just by thinking about it. This creates a whole new level of immersion and interaction. It's not just about pressing buttons anymore. It's about becoming part of the game. BCIs could also enhance virtual reality experiences, making them feel even more real and interactive. This technology could change how we experience entertainment, making it more engaging and exciting than ever before. The science behind it. Let's talk about science some more. Brains have a lot of different parts called neurons. Electrical messages let these neurons talk to each other. This is how brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs, work. They let us use the brain's power in ways we never thought possible. BCIs use sensors, which can be put on the brain or on the scalp, to pick up these electrical patterns. They then send the signs they pick up to a computer. These signals are read by the computer, which then turns them into orders that the device can understand. For instance, if you think about moving your hand, the sensors pick up signals from your brain that correspond to that thought. The computer then turns those signals into movement, which is similar to moving a robot hand. It's like having a brain translator that turns your thinking into things you can do. Current research and development. There's a lot of research happening right now in this field. Scientists and engineers are working hard to make BCIs more accurate and user-friendly. One big focus is improving the sensors so they can pick up brain signals more clearly and accurately, leading to better performance and more precise control over devices. Another important area of research is making the technology less invasive. Right now, some BCIs require surgery to place sensors inside the brain, so researchers are looking for ways to develop non-invasive BCIs that can be used without any surgery, making it easier and safer for people to use. There's also a lot of work being done to understand how the brain works better. The more we know about the brain and how it sends signals, the better we can design BCIs. Scientists are constantly discovering new things about the brain, which helps them create more effective and efficient BCIs. Ethical considerations. Concerns of an ethical nature are bound to arise whenever a new technology is introduced. Who has access to this technological advancement? How do we make sure that it is used in a responsible manner? As brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, become more commonplace, these are critical conversations that need to take place. The future of BCIs. What does the future have in store for us? The opportunities are virtually limitless. The use of brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, could become widespread in the future, assisting individuals in ways that we are unable to even fathom at this point. There are a lot of intriguing possibilities, ranging from new forms of entertainment to breakthroughs in medical technology. Conclusion: the realm of possibilities is expanding as a result of the development of neurotechnology and brain-computer interfaces. There is a possibility that they will revolutionize the fields of healthcare, communication, and entertainment. We are only at the beginning of this great trip, and it is quite exciting to speculate about what the future may hold for us. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video informative and exciting, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts on this technology and what you think the future holds. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of science and technology.